Today we are ranking every secret rare Pokemon card from Scarlet and Violet base by what we think their current investment opportunity is or potential for investment growth in the future, graded or ungraded. Which cards have the best value right now? Which cards could grow in value? Or which cards are absolutely dog water and shouldn't be touched with a 10-foot wiglet? We will show you prices you may not have seen, perspectives you may not have heard, and maybe some cards you wouldn't think have value that actually do. Let's jump into this one, guys. Let's get it. All right, I ain't gonna waste y'all's time. We're gonna start off right off the bat with the Miraidon EX. So like, I do wanna talk about this a little bit. The Pokemon Scarlet and Violet base is not that bad. All right, so the Miraidon EX is $17.64 ungraded and a PSA 10 is $47. But what I like to look at when I'm doing investing, now that I'm getting into investing, is what is the price at a grade 8? Because just in case you get a grade 8, can you eventually make some money off this? And this is what this is telling me is this card is playable, especially with that electric typing, and that's why it's so high ungraded. And in the grade 8, it actually drops down in price.
Grade 8 is lower than, it's lower than the ungraded because it's playable.
That's what it's telling me, that it's not really a collectible item; it is a playable item. So this thing here, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, this thing is, it better be a 10.
Yeah, it better be a 10.
It better be a 10 if you're gonna grade it.
Because it's $47. So I think that's a good card to start
because it could be real bad. All right, and then we got the Miriam, everybody's favorite waifu from the set. So the Miriam is actually the most expensive raw card in the set, which is sad to say because it only sets at $29.99. And also, I like using price starting because it gives me the PSA prices. PSA 10, $95. Pretty good, right?
$95. That's a good chunk.
Pretty good, right?
Cash.
And the grade 8 is $27.
$10.
So it costs you $15 a card to grade when you're doing it in a bulk. So it's above 15, grade 8's above 15, and then PSA 10 is pretty good. So I'm going to, but it's under 100. So how I'm going to do that, since it's under 100, I'm going to put it in almost spicy.
Almost spicy?
It's almost spicy. It's almost spicy. So it's still worth looking into, but it ain't spicy.
Like, it's a worth card pulling and sending it out to PSA.
Now we got the Gardevoir, which I thought was going to hold way more value than it actually did. And this thing's sitting at $19.99 ungraded.
So $20 basically.
$60 at a PSA 10, which is pretty low. And then $19.50. So, man, I mean, but here's the thing though, you're above 15 on every one of them, on every level, right?
Yeah.
You're above 15 on every level. So I think I'm gonna go with almost spicy.
Oh yeah, almost spicy.
And then we have the Koraidon, which is actually my favorite personal card in the set.
It's probably my second favorite too.
It has no value though.
It has
zero value. Yeah, it's ungraded.
It's only $13 ungraded.
It's ungraded at $13. 42 at a PSA 10, but 19 at a grade 8. So what that tells me that it is collectible, it is worth grading. So we are going to put it in, better be a 10.
Yeah, it should be better be a 10.
It better be a 10. Not terrible, but it better be a 10.
Yeah.
Now we have the Miriam Full Art. So this one actually surprised me because this one actually has pretty decent value in it. So the Miriam Full Art is only worth $12 ungraded, so that's a bad check. But the PSA 10 is at $62, which is pretty solid. And then grade 8 is $21. So that's like a $6 profit right now. And obviously, most of the time, they will go up. So I'm going to put it in better be a 10.
Better be a 10, yeah.
It's a solid card, but, you know, and this might be the biggest section. This might be the biggest section.
There's gonna
I don't know though. I hope this is the biggest section, and it's not dog water and cool ungraded, because that means Scarlet and Violet ain't that good. So here's the Gyarados. We got the old Gyarados, right?
Yeah.
Terrorize or whatever the heck it's called. Something stupid. All right, ungraded, $9.
You know.
Grade 8, $9.80.
It's still better than the ungraded though.
PSA 10, $45. So that's actually pretty decent value for PSA 10, but I'm going to put it in cool ungraded. It is not worth being graded. It's cool ungraded.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to do the Miraidon Gold, which it's a pretty solid card.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's a pretty solid card.
Has decent value. $9 ungraded. $40 in a PSA 10. So we have 16 at a grade 8. I just, I don't know. I'm gonna put ungraded. Cool ungraded.
Yeah, cool ungraded
It's not
too.
worth grading.
I'm gonna take that. And
then we have the Arcanine Terrorize. I got a feeling this is gonna be cool ungraded as well.
It's one of my favorite cards out of the set.
It's a nice looking card. I will say I do like this card. So $9 ungraded, so that's pretty decent. $11.50 grade 8, $47.49. I mean, it's almost a $50 card.
So I mean, that's
at a
good.
PSA 10, but it's terrible at grade 8.
It's only $11.
Ungraded. I'm gonna put it in cool ungraded.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
cool
grade it.
ungraded.
I would not grade that thing. The Koraidon Gold. I mean, this thing's interesting, I guess. This probably has no value. $8 ungraded, $13 grade 8, and $33. I mean, honestly,
I'm probably gonna put that. It's better.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think it's gonna be cool
It
ungraded.
might be dog water. Is it dog water? That's pretty bad. $30 PSA.
Yeah, I think we should do dog water.
Yeah, I mean, you're spending. I'm gonna put dog water for that. That is not good. That's not worth it at all. I mean, I wouldn't. That's garbage.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna do the Great Tusk, which at the time of release was my favorite card in the set.
It is my favorite.
It is your favorite. I love this card.
It's like
I mean,
inside the cave.
Well, it's not really a cave. I don't
It's
think.
just like walking up a thing, you know.
But it is absolutely worthless. I mean, you're looking
It's
at $7.
$7
A grade 8 is at $8, and a PSA 10
I think
is
we should put
$34.
this in dog water.
Unfortunately, this is probably my top 2 favorite card in the set, but
It's
is
dog water.
dog water. All right,
$8 in a grade 8.
let's go to Penny, the Alt Art Penny, SIR Penny, whatever you want to call it. Skip those. There we go. $5 ungraded, grades 8, $9.20.
That's dog water.
That's not good. And then a PSA 10 is $32.50. I mean, obviously, any of these cards can have sets or value in the future, but
right now, yeah, dog water.
dog water. Not even like that's not even like hot dog water. That's a straight like I just washed my dog and that's the water left over. Now we have the Drowsy. So I thought this card would actually perform pretty good because it's an original 151. But
The original 151s do really
they
good.
usually do. And this one's not terrible. Okay. So ungraded is at $6.89. Grade 8
bad.
is at $15.29. So you're basically breaking even. But the PSA 10's at a 54.
54.
So with this being on the fringe like that, I'm actually gonna put that.
It better be a 10.
It better be a 10. But I mean, still probably worth grading right there. But it better be a 10.
Yeah, it better be a 10.
Now we got our boy
Is that
Arvin.
Who's that? Arvin?
It took us forever to pull this card.
For a second, I thought that was an Arcanine.
It took us forever to pull this card.
It did?
It did. And now we have old Arvin. 1334 ungraded. Grade 8. It is a freaking 8.
I think this should be dog water.
$8. PSA 10, $28.
Ooh.
I mean, sorry, Arvin.
It's gonna probably be dog water.
But you're dog water. That is not a good sign. Okay, so we got 4 dog waters here. And now we have the old Iron Treads, which is
I
another.
always get these cards mixed up. I love both of them.
I like this card too.
It's standing on a cliff.
But it is freaking garbage. We got $3.
It's $3.
Ungraded. $8.99 grade 8. PSA 10 is $30 freaking dollars.
I think we could put this in dog water.
Oh,
already.
it's 100% dog water. But,
It's $3
it's dog water.
ungraded.
It is dog water.
Now we have the.
You know what? I almost want to put the Arvin in cool ungraded because it did have like $13 value. I'm going to put the Arvin.
Yeah, let's put it up
Because
there.
it did have like $13 value. All right, now the Miraidon full art, which I think this is terrible, but we got to do it. Let's look at it. That's not too bad. $6 ungraded.
$6.
Grade 8 is $7.89. And a PSA 10 is $23.50. Yeah, that is
Dog water.
I mean, it don't get more dog water than that. Dog water. Boom, baby. And now we have a gold rare candy. So gold trainers and energies usually do not do good
They
at all.
don't?
Well, they usually have higher ungraded value instead of graded value because they're usually playable. So let's go to rare
Because,
candy. So yeah, so actually this one's pretty solid. For a trainer, $9.99 ungraded, which is pretty solid for a trainer card. $15 at a grade 8, so you're right at your break even. But PSA 10 is only 25. So I'm going to put this
at
cool ungraded. Yeah, because it's pretty. You can actually. There's a lot of value in these gold trainer cards.
It's because they're already. The items and trainers are already really playable, and then adding the more heat onto it makes it better as a card itself for the playable section.
And there's pretty much, you can make some money off it, and they're pretty easy to pull.
Yeah, they are.
Cryogon full art is probably gonna be garbage.
I feel like all the I feel like
Cryogon gets no love.
Yeah.
$5 ungraded, $14.99 a grade 8. PSA 10, 21.
Just off the PSA 10 on these cards, there has to be dog water.
Dog water. All right, now we got another gold trainer and a nest ball, which this one's probably gonna be another one where it's high value, ungraded. Ungraded $12. That's pretty decent. Ungraded. Grade 8. It actually drops value, and so that tells you right there because it's a playable card. That's why it's worth so much money. So.
Ooh, this
could be worth nothing in the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
PSA 10 definitely wouldn't get this thing graded. We would I say cool ungraded.
Yeah, cool ungraded.
Because you can make money on these right now, and that's probably about it. Now we have the Gardenovore. So I'm always surprised that the Gardenovores don't have more value because Gardenovores are very popular Pokemon. $5.88 ungraded. Grade 8, they don't even have a grade 8.
Is it that bad?
And
maybe
then
it's
PSA
good,
10 is $29. So this one is gonna automatically go to dog water.
Just because the grade 8 doesn't have a section?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dog water, which is crazy to think that a Gardenovore is dog water. It's just the Curla. Right? It wasn't in order. There it was. It's this one. So this not this. Cool. So this one is $10 ungraded, $13 grade 8, but $55 or $53 in PSA 10.
I think this should be a 10.
It better be a 10. I agree. 100%. So
I wonder if we can get any spicy cards.
Better be a 10. Well, let's see. So this is Spidops, the double edge card. I actually like the idea of this. I think the card looks good.
It's a double edge card?
Yeah, remember it has the bottom part of the card is there's another card that goes with it.
Is it in the set?
Yeah. But this thing is absolutely worthless. $4 ungraded. $5.21 at a grade 8 and a $29.99.
I think that's cool ungraded.
You think so? I think it's. You know what? I'll give it.
Just because of
you're not gonna make a lot. You're not gonna make any money off this.
Yeah, but I think
that's a cool addition.
Yeah, it's a cool card.
I think so too. And now we have the Ralts. Now we have the big boy. Okay, we have the big boy of the set. The Ralts is the most expensive card in the set at a PSA 10.
$129.
So this is weird. Okay, $129 at PSA 10. And that's 2 sales per month. That's pretty decent, honestly. Look at grade 8.
$10.
It's the same as 1075. 2 sales per day, 1 sale per week at that. So that helps a lot.
Yes, that does help the card a lot.
But I do not like that at all.
Yeah,
I do not
look
like
at
and what this tells me, the discrepancy.
What?
It's really hard to get a PSA 10. There must have been something with the printer wrong with this card. Like it must have a lot of print lines. There's something wrong with this card
that makes it $129.
Right. So I'm torn on this one. This is the only one I'm not. I want to put it in spicy, but I feel like I can't because of the PSA 8. I mean, that just goes against my rules.
It just So
I'm gonna put it in almost spicy, and honestly, that probably means we're not gonna get a single spicy in this.
Because that was probably the most spiciest card.
Yeah, and the grade 8 is what turns me away, man. Because if you're trying to make money, if you get a grade 8, there has to be something wrong with this card. I have to look into it. There has to be something wrong.
If it's that much money, and in a PSA 10. Nobody can tell me that there's nothing wrong with the card.
So up next we got the Penny, which is a full art, which is probably gonna be god awful.
Full arts are always like.
Actually, this ain't terrible. $5 ungraded. Grade 8 is $14.59, so it's right on the cusp, which that's not terrible. And then a PSA 10 is actually a $39.12, so that has room to grow. And she is an evolution person, and she's pretty popular. Let's see what we'll do.
I think it should be.
I'm gonna do better be a 10.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
It better be a 10.
Better be a 10.
Now we got another waifu in Professor Sada. And I think this one surprised me. I think this one. Okay, so $5 ungraded. $5.99 grade 8.
But $59 PSA.
$60 PSA. So this is another one where there must be something wrong.
With this
print
card.
line, something happens. There's something going on with this. So
I think it should be better be a 10.
I agree with this 100%. If it was over 100 like the Ralts, I'd say almost spicy, but
just with it
better
being
be a
$60, it should be better be a 10.
this is a risk. This is a pretty high risk, honestly, because if you get a grade 8, I mean, that bad boy.
It's $14, right?
No, it's $5. So you got
it is?
Arvin. We got Arvin again, and I got a feeling this one's gonna be terrible. Check out Arvin. Nobody likes Arvin. I mean, he's kind of a douchebag. All right, we got $7 for ungraded, $12 for a grade 8, and then a PSA 10 is $26.
I think that should be dog water.
I agree. We are going to put this in dog water. All right, now we got the old waifu. We got Katie. Okay, she's a little bit older lady. Very nice though. I think she's pretty nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Katie. Maybe it's Caddy. I don't know. $3.56 ungraded. Not good. Grade 8, $11.50. PSA 10, $32. So it's actually a little bit higher than some of these cards, but
I think we should put it in. It's either.
It's not worth enough to put it in cool ungraded, so I'm just gonna
dog
put
water.
Dog water.
We need to put like a dog water.
All right, so this is King
sensor.
Gambit. This card here, I freaking love this card. And I thought this was actually going to be one of the harder cards to pull.
Was it?
Not really. I mean, it was in the beginning, but then we started opening a whole lot. Once we got into like pack 600-700, it got a lot better. $5.16. Grade 8, $16.49, so it's above that threshold. And a PSA 10, $47. So that's actually not
So
terrible.
I think it better be a 10.
Bisharp's a pretty popular Pokemon, and that's his, evolution.
I think it should
better be a 10?
Yeah, better be 10.
I think so too. It's worth grading.
Yeah.
And now, I don't know what that thing is.
What is that?
I don't know what that is. Huh, that's weird. Pokemon in, I don't even know what it is. Oh, it's not even Pokemon, it's Jock. That's why. It looks pretty silly. It's Jock. Alright, so we got Jock here at $3.85. Grade 8, $9.16, PSA 26.70. So that one is automatically going to
dog water.
Dog water.
Yeah.
Dog water. Now we got the Iron Treads full art.
How much was that? I didn't. Oh.
Iron Treads full art. Iron Treads full art. Here we go.
I like Iron Treads.
$2.86. So these full arts in this set suck.
Grade
honestly.
8.
Grade 8, not even available. PSA 10 is $16.59.
That's dog water.
I mean, this might be lower than dog. Can I make a nut?
You need to make it where it's hot dog water.
I might have to do that. I mean, this is god awful.
Or you could just make it never.
We got another Jock. We got a
Jock.
full art Jock this time. I got
Is that an alt art Jock?
The first one, yeah.
Yeah.
$3.37. Grade 8, $14.99. So that's an PSA 10, $16.
Yeah, that's dog water.
Dog water. That's a dog water.
There's so much dog water.
There's a lot of dog waters. Okay. Whoa. Then we have the Slowpoke. So this is another one that I thought was going to be pretty good because
it's a Gen 1.
Mm-hmm. It's a 151. Ungraded,
Tental.
$7.89. Grade 8, $16.26. PSA 10, $53.79.
I think it should be better be a 10.
I agree. It's worth grading for sure, but it better be a 10.
If it's not a 10,
you're screwed.
Yeah.
Bayonet. Bonnet. I don't know. This thing's gonna suck. 268 ungraded.
Oh my.
550 grade 8 and
$15.
So that is
That's dog water. You got it. You need to make your own section
dog water.
called Bayonet Dog.
Spidops full art. This is probably awesome. The full arts are in this set is this guy.
I know. Like they never do anything.
They
in
are
the set.
terrible. $2.80. I mean, this one's $12.50 at grade 8, and then $18 at PSA 10.
Yeah, dog. I think it'd be cool and graded. It just looks
I don't
like
think
a
it's
cool
worth
card.
enough. I'm gonna go dog water. Now
Yeah,
Don
dog
Donzo. So this one is definitely gonna be at least cool ungraded because there's a really nice artwork. when you say so.
Yeah.
The Donzo or whatever.
Like it's in the water.
429 ungraded, 750 grade 8. And then a PSA 10 is
$41. This one, should we put it in?
Well, I don't like the
grade.
grade. I don't like
than 10?
It's not, for me, to put it in better be a 10, this would have to be at least 50. And this
Would have to be above 15.
would be closer to 15.
So
I'm gonna put it in cool ungraded because
yeah.
it is a very
It's
nice card.
such a nice card.
Now we got old Professor Research, aka Seismic Shock. Let's go. Turo. That's his name. Like the car company. 251 ungraded, grade 8, not even available. PSA 10, 2050. Sorry.
I think that should be dog water. Yeah, that's
you
dog
are
water.
dog water. Now we got Great Tusk, which is another really nice full art.
I
but
think Great Tusk always.
probably going to be worthless. Hey, 340, not a grade 8 in the world, and PSA 10's 25.
I think that should still be the dog water.
I think so too. Unfortunately, you're going dog water, even though I like you. Ryululu.
I
This
love
one
this
surprised
Pokemon.
me. This one's actually pretty valuable.
It is?
Yep. This one is actually pretty valuable. So this one's at $6 ungraded, so not real big ungraded.
Oh.
Grade 8, 1340.
It's $69.
PSA 10 is freaking $69.72. So you know what? Since it's $69.72 and everything's funny when it's 69, we're gonna put better be a 10. Better
If
be
I
a
was
10.
making this tier list just because it was 69, I would put it in almost spicy.
And this is Skull Villain, which is another.
Yeah,
it's a
I agree with
Pokemon
you.
that I like.
Who
I
is
like
it?
Skull Villain.
The two Pokemon, the grass and the fire Pokemon. Oh, he has such a. I feel like he would be really powerful because both of their types are really effective. Like grass is weak against them, so I feel like that would be a really good combination.
Could be. Skull Villain, 350 ungraded, no grade 8. PSA 10's a 32.85 though.
I think it should be cool and graded.
I'm thinking so too. Cool ungraded. It's cool ungraded. Now we have Fido, little old puppy, looking at the freaking
Camera.
well, it's not a camera, it's like a bread, ain't it? And like pastries and stuff. 433 ungraded, 17. There we go. 77 grade 8 and a PSA 10. That one's actually pretty.
51.
Honestly, this one, I mean, it's above our $15 threshold.
It's $2
It's above $50. The ungraded's a little low.
Better
It better be a
be
10.
10.
Almost put it in almost spicy, but I'm not going to. And now we have the Graveyard.
The graveyard puppy.
Yep, Graveyard, whatever it's called. $3.99 ungraded, $9.99 grade 8, and a $30 at PSA 10.
So I think this should be cool and graded.
I'm thinking so too. And cool ungraded can also be maybe grade in the future. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like you could possibly
Like-
grade this in the future.
Like, if it gets high value and it's worth grading,
Now,
you can grade it. In
We
the
have
future.
everyone's favorite Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet,
The best Pokemon ever.
the Wiglet. Alrighty. I'm actually surprised this thing doesn't have more value because it's a pretty popular Pokemon. Wiglet, $4.49. Grade 8, $11. PSA 10 though is at a 47, so it's not that $50 threshold. Not
I
at
think
the
it should
$15
be.
threshold.
I think it should be
gonna do
cool
cool
and
and graded.
graded, just
Absolutely.
because it's a Wiglet.
And this Wiglet does not belong in your mouth. Alright, let's go to Clauncher, which is a card I freaking love. I love this card.
What is it?
Clauncher, it's really colorful. It looks really
Oh,
good.
it's above you.
It looks really good. Alright, Clauncher.
Oh, in the one in the sea.
Yep, it's like Sebastian. 334 ungraded, 1344 PSA 1033.
I think this should.
I'm putting cool on grade.
Just because it's. You know
It
what?
looks really good.
Is that from Gen 2? I feel like
Honestly,
it's
it
from
probably
Gen
look really good in a slab, but we're talking about investing here, baby.
2. Yeah.
Alright, rock, paper, scissors. Let's go to gold, rock.
It would be fun if they made an April Fool's set and it was like,
Rock, paper, scissors.
yeah.
Oh, so this one's, okay, that makes sense. $5.48, ungraded. No grade 8s. PSA 10.
I think it's dog water.
Probably is dog water. If it was above $10 like the other golds, I would say cool and graded, but it's not gonna work. And now we got Team Star Grunt, which sucks. I'll tell you right now, I don't think it's very good at all. Might surprise us. 360, 765, 25. No. Not touching it with a 10-foot Wiglet. Now, Palmont. I had to think for a second what the heck that was. The new generation of Pikachu clone. Which this one, Pikachu clones usually do pretty good, but I don't know. Palmont, 382,
no.
10, 18.
That's dog water.
Dog water. Let's go.
I think if this was mine, I'd
Dog water's getting big. All right. We go at the Oink Loink, which is probably going to be dog water.
I don't like
full art.
Yeah.
Full art suck in Scarlet and Violet base. $3.04 ungraded. $5.60 graded. Jesus Christ. All right, that one is definitely dog water.
You know what's crazy, guys?
Hey, this one's gonna be really good. Which I thought this card was gonna perform real.
Go ahead. Is it? You know what this crazy thing is? The Miram is only $30 ungraded.
It's crazy, isn't it? It is crazy. There we go. Armor Rouge. Oh. And so this one is crazy. Okay. $4.27 ungraded. Grade 8, $5.
But the PSA 10's
PSA 10 is $83, and that's one sale per month. That's pretty solid. I mean, it better be a 10. I mean, this is the ultimate. It better be a 10 because you get $80, you get $5. So this one definitely better be a 10.
It's crazy. $14 and a 9.5, and then 83. A huge jump.
It must be really hard to get a 10. Toxicroak.
Let's see everybody's favorite frog.
You think so? You think this is everybody's favorite frog?
Well, that's like I feel like it's a pretty cool frog.
$4.17 ungraded, $5 grade 8, $25.
No, I think that's dog water.
Dog water. Now we got a Starly, which I think this one surprised me as well. I can't remember.
In a good way or a bad way?
It did surprise me. So 380 ungraded, grade 8, not even available. PSA 10 though, $55 freaking.
I think it should better be a 10.
This is once again, this is another like golden child. It better be a 10 or you are screwed.
You know what that makes? You know what that?
So I don't know if better be a 10 is actually a good section because it's like you could make some money or you just waste.
You know what that scene reminds? You know what that card reminds me of?
What?
The card about the do. It reminds me of the Lion King.
Really?
Like hold Simba.
This one?
Yeah, it looks like.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking
about
Starlight. I was like, what are you talking about, son? Okay, I got you. It's like Simba.
Yeah.
All right. $3.32 ungraded. No grade 8s. But $45
in
a
PSA 10. So.
Oh man, it's not at that $50 threshold. We're gonna put it in cool ungraded because there's potential. If that thing reaches over 50, it might be worth it. And now we have Parachute, which is a Pikachu clone, right?
Yeah. I gotta see it first. Yeah, that's Pikachu clone.
$4.52 ungraded, no grade 8s. PSA 10 is a 30. We're gonna put it in. I'm gonna put in cool ungraded.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool card.
It could grow.
Yeah.
Now we have Sandile. I think this one surprised me.
I love this card.
I do too, actually.
Like him in the sand.
And like in the game, boy, they were driving me nuts. That's actually pretty cool. $4.28 ungraded.
Is that?
$3.99 grade 8.
That's dog water.
Jesus Christ, Sandile. Seriously?
Sandile. You made it bigger.
Holy moly. Now we have the Magnezone V, which was the hardest card for us to pull.
I just put it in dog water because it took so long.
It was the last card we needed to complete the set. $3.15 ungraded. $11.50 grade 8. $19 PSA.
I told you it'd be dog water.
Oh, it's dog water. Now we have the Bomberder, which I thought was gonna do better, and I don't think it. No,
I thought you said Bombird.
Bomberder, $3.70 ungraded, $8.52 grade 8, but a PSA 10, but it's under that $50. I'm gonna put it in cool ungraded, just because the potential for it to hit that $50 threshold.
Isn't he a boss in the game?
Well, in the LARP, they take that crazy serum or whatever that makes them big. Same thing with Cloth too, I think. So this is old Cloth. This is Washcloth. Okay, we got Cloth. $3.75 ungraded, $10 grade 8, and $63 in a PSA 10.
I think this should be better be a 10. Better be a 10.
Yeah, this is better be a 10. Better be a 10.
Is that a caterpillar?
No, this is Mastodon or whatever. I can't say his name right. It's the one that eats all your sandwiches.
He eats all your sandwiches?
Yeah, if they get better. because he's sick. $4 ungraded, $8.50 grade 8, and $24.73. So that is going to be a dog wilder.
And it's a dog.
And it's a dog. And now we have Toad Scroll. So this
I like Toad. Remember when you thought it was a shiny?
I like this color.
Remember when you thought it was a shiny when you was playing the game?
We don't have to bring that up. We don't have to bring that up. We don't have to bring that up at all. Where's that? There it is. Toad School. $3.89 ungraded.
But it's
$6.93 graded.
But it's $80.
$80 in a PSA 10. I bet it looks really good graded too. So we're going to. It better be a 10.
Better be a 10.
If you're gonna grade it, it better be a 10. And now the last one we have on the list, but there was 2 more cards that I didn't add for some reason. Skolvit.
Well, what are they?
I will show you. Skolvit here is a little freaking squirrel. $4.23 ungraded. Not even having a grade 8.
Oh.
Dog
water.
Dog water. Okay, so there's that, but I do want to check out
2 more cards.
because I forgot to put this on the list. The Tarantula, which is the other part of the Spidops, is a $4.71 ungraded, $15.25 grade 8, and in a PSA 43.71.
Ooh, I think that should be cool ungraded.
I think it's gonna be there too because it's right at that threshold. It's almost at that threshold, and it's just not quite at the $10 threshold on ungraded. So it's close on all of them. So I would say cool ungraded.
I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's that bad of a card that goes in dog water.
And there was one more that I missed. The lightning. Oh, the lightning energy. There you go. That is one of them. Lightning energy, $5 ungraded. Oh. $18 in a grade 8, and in PSA 10 is 26.
I think it's cool ungraded.
I think so too. I would do cool ungraded for the lightning energy. Okay, yeah. So I think that's it. Those were the 2 because our 60 secret rares only have 58. So that was it. So there's that. There's our list. Remember, we was going to add the electric energy into cool ungraded
and what's it called?
I forgot what it was called.
The second half of the Spidops.
The Tarantula or whatever was cool ungraded as well. So there's our investing for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet base. Not a single spicy card in the set. We got close. Not a single one though. So, hey guys, please make sure you let us know how you feel about these videos. If you'd like to see more of these videos, we actually thought about turning this into a live event. So please let me know if you'd be interested in that. And we will see you again next time. Poke Factory
out.
Peace.